It is getting cold here in Carson City. Temperatures expected to drop into the 30s overnight. There's also a bit of frostiness between some lawmakers who aren't seeing eye to eye on the budget in terms of where the money should come from and where it should be spent. The game of chicken has begun. State lawmakers are digging in as the budget battle is heating up. Governor Sandoval has submitted a $7.3 billion budget that sailed through the Senate but was soundly rejected by the Assembly.
The governor proposes, the legislature disposes.
Assembly Speaker John Hambrick hopes the end result will be a compromise and consensus. But with a fractured caucus of moderates and conservatives, the proposed business license fees is getting scrutinized as a margins tax in sheep's clothing.
We have to act like Republicans. This is the only session that we get to make things right. And so when we have a Republican Senate House that introduces the largest tax increase in the history of Nevada, it really is, our responsibility to make sure we kill that bill.
But it is a main funding mechanism for things like social services and education, which has Democrats holding firm.
We're pleased to finally have Republicans at the table with us willing to properly fund education. This has been a Democratic priority for decades.
It's a conundrum that will test lawmakers' priorities.
I think that one of the biggest problems they have to address is they have promised education from top to bottom to restore the cuts. So they have a number they have to hit with education. Once they've decided that they're going to hit that number and education backs off on pressuring them, then they've got to find the money to fund the rest of the budget.
Swing votes will be in the Assembly, where 15 opposed can kill things. Michelle Fiore says she has 16 votes to change the game, but what happens when the rubber meets the road is still unknown, and the big picture for lawmakers could come into play.
We work for the people, and hopefully listeners are sitting down, and I'll repeat that. We work for you, because if we don't do a good job, the ballot box is the best way to remedy that.
A more conservative budget alternative is going to be presented by Comptroller Ron Knecht and laid out in committee tomorrow. The most likely scenario, though, is that all of these budget plans will be piecemealed out to find some type of middle ground so it can get enough votes to put on the governor's desk. But getting there, not going to be easy. We're live in Carson City. Kevin Bollinger, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
And I know you'll be covering it all. Thank you, Kevin. The legislative session is scheduled to end on June 1st. If lawmakers can't reach a budget deal, they'll go into special session until one is passed.
A busy month so far for our local Red Cross.